guys, so Eddie Hearn states in a recent interview, shout Kugan Cassius, that he doesn't believe that Tyson Fury will fight Dillian White next. Dunno. He's saying because with the purse bids, they haven't sent in the contract. You know when it's saying Dillian White's got till February so-and-so to sign the contract. So was Tyson Fury, by the way. Do you see how things get spun to make it look like Dillian White doesn't want the fight? So Tyson Fury's team haven't sent the contract, haven't paid the 10% of the purse. So they should be paying the 3.1 million, which is the 10% of 31 million. And then send in the contract, and they have to do that within 10 days, and they still haven't done it. So look for yourself and see what Eddie Hearn has got to say. Stand by.
I thought we bid a strong bid. We were the only two bidders. Not like anyone else put their money in their pocket or put the balls on the line. And unfortunately, we were up against a situation we probably couldn't win in. So we lost the purse bid, and then that's it. You know, we all spoke on Friday after the purse bid. By the way, it's not 80-20. It's 10% to the winner and 80-20 of the rest of the 90%. So
is that a bit odd? It's not a known thing, is it?
Yeah, it's with the WBC. Yeah, standard. So if Dillian White wins the fight, he makes over 12 million. And if not, he makes 8 million. We're still working on the situation about that 80-20 split. But it's not, I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, Dillian's been really quiet. Not really. Dillian's training for the fight. And then I saw another article saying, White's got till Feb 21st to sign the contract. So's Tyson Fury. Like, that's how long you get to sign the contract. By the way, it's been a week. We haven't received the contract yet. Okay? So we haven't received a contract to sign. And also, I don't believe the deposit has been paid yet, which is, I think you have 10 days to do it. So there's no problem with the fight. No one's looking like, oh, Dillian's gone quiet. Is he not taking the fight? Of course
no, you don't. But yesterday, you were obviously in front of the media and you had to answer certain questions regarding that fight.
That's not, honestly, at no point, like when people said, oh, you're being quiet about the fight, there is no fight yet. We had a purse bid. They've got to pay the deposit and send us a contract. Once that contract is signed and everything's agreed, on we go. And by the way, it's not like, there's a standard purse bid contract. So it's not like, oh, it depends what the contract says. This is not one of those. There's a standard agreement that will be signed. So we're not, there's no like conspiracy here. We're just going through the process. I don't believe, in my heart of hearts, I don't know whether Tyson Fury takes this fight. That's honestly what I believe, because all the stuff we went through around the Usyk fight, he'd do this, you see one thing, but behind the scenes, you pull that face.
But you said the Wilder fight wouldn't happen as well.
The second one, no, I was right the second time. I said that won't happen on that date, and it didn't happen. It took about a year and a half to happen.
All right, but we fought 3 times. So, but one of those fights, you were convinced it wasn't going to happen.
That was the first one, actually. The first one I said wouldn't happen. This one, we'll see. But the thing is you never ask the questions. You never get the bluster. So on one hand, you see Tyson Fury coming out saying, Usyk's a dosser. He's useless. He's this. Can't believe you let a little Ukrainian midget beat you. Blah, blah, blah. What we see is he won't fight him without a warm-up fight after he just boxed Deontay Wilder. Right? So, but you never ask him that. There's so many things. I'm going to give all my money to charity, to the homeless. Oh, what a hero. It's like, but he's really good at what he does in that respect. But the reason, and all this stuff about, you went back and asked for more money. No, The deal was never agreed. And by the way, the deal changed because the deal that was presented was very different to actually the reality of the deal, because Tyson Fury wouldn't fight Alexander Usyk. Speak to Igis Clemens. Speak to Alex Krasuk. You've seen their tweets, and it's just because they haven't got a lot of followers, no one talks about it. He refused to fight Alexander Usyk next.
Can I say one thing quickly?
So
there's a difference between you saying he refused to fight Usyk, but then he refused to fight him next. You're saying that he wanted to have a fight in between the Usyk fight.
Yeah. No, not in between the Usyk fight. Before the Usyk fight.
Before he fought Usyk, he wanted to fight. That's what you're saying.
Tyson Fury refused and wouldn't fight Alexander Usyk for the undisputed world championship in his next fight in June. Okay? Why? You know why? Because Tyson Fury is a smart man with a smart boxing brain, and he knows how good Alexander Usyk is. Right? So, bearing that in mind, with AJ jumping in with Alexander Usyk at Spurs last September, instead of vacating the belt, and fighting him again straight off the bat this time around, is he going to get any credit for taking those fights? Because Tyson Fury wouldn't take the fight. So all I request of you, sir, is that when you next sit down within an interview and say, can I ask you a question? Why weren't you prepared to fight Alexander Usyk in your next fight after Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, I mean, I would word it differently to...
You can see Eddie Hearn saying, why do I need to talk? It's true, like when he spoke 2 weeks, when it was Fury and AJ possibly for Undisputed, everybody told him he needed to shut his mouth, and everybody told him, according to Bob Arum, that he messed up the deal because the arbitrators saw him saying 2 weeks. So they just decided to order Tyson Fury to fight Wilder. Lies upon lies, but hey. So now he doesn't say anything, and rightly so, now that I deep it. It's not his fight. So what do you want him to do? You win the bid and you want Eddie Hearn to promote your fight? Audacity, cheek of it. He's damned if he does and he's damned if he don't, to be honest. So, guys, why don't you pay the 3.1 mil, big ballers you, and send the contract so this can get underway. The contract, and stop trying to long it out and act like it's Dillian White. You lot won Team Fury won the purse bid, pay the 3.1 mil deposit, which now you've probably got 6 days to do that, and send the contract, because so far it's been a week and you ain't done that either. You thought, oh, I've won the purse bid, but yet nobody sent in a contract, and that's on Team Fury. Interesting. If you guys don't send in the contract, then that means Fury messes up the fight, and that makes Eddie Hearn right. Bars. And Tyson Fury will be on the Doctorious We Are. He is. Because right now, it was looking like Dillian White was going to be on the Doctorious He Is. We Are. He is So, I'll know who I will really ultimately be putting on the Doctorious list if this fight doesn't happen, because it will be Team Tyson Fury's fault. Anyway, I'm gone. It's always good to learn things, isn't it? And put things into context, because otherwise people can just spin their own narrative and make you lot believe what you want to believe. And you know, you Tyson Fury fanboys, the fairies, you lot are wild. All in the comments, all up in the videos, never at his shows. Bars. Anyway, I'm gone. How you going, this LadyChann, rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gone. All up in the video.